Good evening, welcome back, it's Matt Rogers, and it's Friday late evening, 23rd the 6th 2017, and we've got some fantastic images, more respectable images from kind subscribers from all over the world. So we're going to show you some brilliant images and footage, because there's loads of people now that are seeing those skies across many parts of different countries, and they're seeing lots of changes. So I welcome you all, and please have a great weekend coming as well, and let's crack on and see and have a look at these images. Okay, this first image is come in by JCGR, and the subscribers noticing the darkness through the day. This was taken at 12 PM. I mean, look how dim it is, okay, with that simulator, the sun, and also the chemtrails and the hydrogen being burnt off them lower clouds. It's just far too dark. And again, thank you for sending this in, and I'll go to the next image that the subscriber sent in to me. This again is outstanding, this image. You can see those chems before sunrise. I mean, look at this, all the trash they throw in the skies. The military do this all the time, and you've got this yellow effect. It's so dim and you've got a red reflection just there on the horizon. So it's just keeping an eye on the sun, and this subscriber, this perfect subscriber, I mean, this is a perfect image, isn't it? And we're seeing the same skies all across the world, aren't we? Every single day it's the same trash up there, isn't it, that the military are spraying. And again, thank you for this image. Another brilliant image from JCGR. I mean, look at it. I mean, you could see those chems and that red reflection. That red reflection is always there now. And it's so important to check that early hours of the morning, because you will see Nibiru, because that's a reflection from that heavenly body. There's two coloured skies, the red reflection and the haze on the horizon. So again, just a brilliant, outstanding image. Here's another one from the same subscriber. I mean, you can see this, can't you? Those chems, that haze, and this thick cloud, I believe to be HARP. But they're seeing the skies up there, and also we're seeing the same images all across the earth. I mean, it's so dark and dim, you can see the reflection. This blue-white object. And many subscribers are starting to think that this isn't our sun, because it has changed completely. They're cloaking these heavenly bodies all the time now with technology that's so advanced, 50 years ahead of us. So again, a brilliant image. This is the same day, and you can blatantly see that chem plane, that military jet going past up there in the skies, spraying in front of the area of the sun, and they're doing this all the time. So just people are being observant now, and it's fantastic to see this. This is a fantastic image that Justin's caught this on the screen. I mean, look at the colours, that rainbow effect. Now, we spoke about this rainbow effect before, and we see this. Now, if that chem cloud wasn't there, we would see the brown dwarf star, we would see those other heavenly objects on the screen. And when the moon eclipses the sun, you get this rainbow effect on the clouds. This is proving that the sun is being eclipsed every single day. The dimness of the skies, those crazy looking clouds that look like they're falling out the sky, with those chems above on horizon areas and the atmosphere. I mean, it's getting really close now, isn't it? I believe now. And I spotted that video on the Soho cams yesterday and noticed that object, and it moved too fast and it was too high to be any other object. It just went past the screen. It wasn't in any orbit of the sun. So it's just again being persistent, and this is a fabulous image, so spectacular, but it's hiding the truth, isn't it? And we know what's behind those chems. We know why they're doing this now. So I'm going to move on to another image, but this is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Here is another spectacular image. Now again, the sun seems to shrink, and Becky Lewis says this on one of her videos, that something strange going on with the sun. And you can see this, strictly speaking. I mean, look at that rainbow effect to the right hand side. This is no camera trickery, this is a real situation. And when you do look at those clouds, and I know that thousands of you notice that rainbow effect, it's because we've got Nibiru that's in our inner solar system that's reflecting out there now. So another fantastic image by Justine, and thank you for sending this in as well. Okay, here's another image from the same subscriber, and you can see this, can't you? This halo, just very faint, isn't it, in the sky, here and here, and this object. Now there is something that's darkening and dimming this land here. You can see this, can't you? And I'm going to play this short piece of footage that this subscriber's brought into me. It's the same part of the sky, okay, and you will see those chems, and also it's just very strange. Okay, so let me play the footage for you now. Okay, that was a short piece of footage to show you how dim it is, and also you can see just that halo and them chemtrails. It's something that's being hidden up there, isn't there, all the time. I apologise about the footage then stopping and starting then just at the end of it. So, but it's just important that we get all the facts and figures and information that's truly out there now. And this is all part of the situation, isn't it? The government are hiding those objects, and again, I believe that we are heading for a pole shift. I'm going to show you some more images of this this kind subscriber that sent in. Here's another strange image. I mean, you can see, and we are all seeing these skies, aren't we, that the sun is being blocked all the time. Now today here in the UK was exactly the same as these skies. That yellow reflection in the horizon, and the sun being blocked all the time by these toxins. Here is this strange formation, strange sky, strange colourings, this red reflection, this yellow reflection. There's two of them, isn't there? There's a huge problem, okay? And just urging people to keep looking up all the time. And any image that comes through, I will show this on video, so please send them in. It's very important that we all get to see our images. Here's another short video from JCGR, and I want to show you this, okay? So it's a short piece of footage, it's 14 seconds long, but you can see that halo. I mean, this footage came in this afternoon, so this halo effect is happening again. They are spraying and causing this and hiding those heavenly bodies so nobody can see anything. This is a huge cloaking technology that they're using. They're using HARP, they're using CERN, and they're using those military jets to hide Nibiru. So I'm going to play this footage for you. It's dead short, but please watch this piece of footage. So again, thank you for sending this footage in, Justine, and if you have any more footage, please send it in to me. It's very important that we show everyone this, and I apologise that the video cut short there. So let's move on to another subscriber and see their images as well. Okay, here's some more fantastic work from Mike Carmelini. He's a brilliant friend, and he emails me every day and shows me the different images that he sees up in the skies. I mean, look at this haze, and look at this strange formation I believe to be HARP again. So Mike, absolutely fantastic you sending these in to me, and all of you are fantastic to do this. I mean, this is your show as well as, I mean, we have got to produce the images. It's really important, isn't it? So I'm going to move into another image from Mike. There they are again, those military jets that spray those skies. I mean, the jets and these aeroplanes run by military organisations around the world, they spray the skies early hours of the morning from 3 AM onwards, and then they disappear, and then you get these lines in the skies. They are covering the sun all the time, and again, it's just too dim around the world. Everywhere is dimmed down. and we are noticing the reflections. It's not the same as our natural sunlight now, isn't it? I mean, it's affecting everything. So again, Mike, fantastic these images are. Thank you. Okay, we've got a piece of footage here as well that's been brought in by Mr. Ian Gordon from Merseyside in the UK, North West. And this video is a military helicopter that lands in a derelict car park over there in Liverpool. And they said, some people said it's to do with Armed Forces Day, but the thing is though, there's a lot of military activity happening around the UK right now, and it just looked unusual how it just turned up in a car park, okay? And days, weeks before these events, I mean, it just blatantly just turns up. And also you'll see those chems and there's all that trash in the sky on this video. So I'm going to play this video, but just looks very strange, doesn't it? Ian, I just want to say thank you for sending this in, because it's very important, because there is a lot of military activity going on around the world, and I believe that martial law is just around the corner now, as we see those strange reflections and these horizons and the sun. Everything is just all happening right now, isn't it? So let's move on to some other subscribers' images, but again, thank you for sending this in. It's very important we get as much information and footage as possible. This is another fantastic friend, a subscriber that sends me images in, called rcrofty7, and these people live over in Bristol, and this is southwest of the UK. Now you can see on the screen, can't you, that there is an object that's being cloaked, that's being hidden by those chemtrails. This is a fantastic, spectacular image. You could see these 3 light sources. I mean, it's so evident, isn't it? Here, there's a light source here, and there's an object that's behind here. I mean, all this trash, it's everywhere, isn't it? And there's reports all over the world that's seeing the same reflections. I believe this to be Nibiru, this red reflection that's on the horizon, on the early morning skies. So again, thank you, and respect to you and your family, and I will move on to another image. Okay, we've got some more images and footage from Dillinger 3077, a fantastic guy that's persistent, and he's looking around at the changes all across the world, even on news media television shows, and also public shows on the telly as well. And you can see that the media, the propaganda, these lying government officials that program us to I mean, they give us snippets of the truth, they put it right in our faces, and you can see on this piece of footage, on this show, this dance show, that behind on the screen, you will see that the sun is being eclipsed and the fire and other objects that are with it. And I'm going to play this piece of footage for you now and listen to what Dillinger says, because he is speaking the truth. He is wide awake to this situation, and all of you are. And we're just going to carry on. So Dillinger, thank you for sending this piece of footage in, because we have all seen the messages in the TV shows. So again, I'm going to play this for you now.
Crazy. Look at that. The sun is, they're telling everybody that's what it's going to look like. The sun's going to get eclipsed. See it in the back? That's what's coming. For sure. Amazing.
I mean, again, thank you, Dillinger, for that piece of footage. And yes, we will do an interview. We will message each other and get something sorted out. So let's move on to this image as well. This is from Ron Gunter, a fantastic guy. And he sent in other images on other videos that I've produced for you. And you can see on the screen that huge chem, that chemtrail, and that reflection, that red haze reflection we see on all the other images around the world. So other people, we're all seeing the same thing, aren't we? And again, I believe the military are getting paranoid, as I do believe this is the agenda that's heading our way now. I mean, again, on this image, you can clearly see those trees. They're like here where we are, they're just burnt away. I mean, they're just not healthy, because we've got that sun's companion with it now. It's just agitating everything. And again, I do believe in the past that the Celts, the Sumerians, had seen this all happen now. So if they were here, they'd be warning everybody now, wouldn't they? So anyway, I'm going to move on to another piece of footage. This is another spectacular image by Ron, and again, I mean, look at the colourings in the sky. So thank you, Ron, for sending this image in. It's just very spectacular. And I know, we all know now that those are chemtrails. Okay, now we have now got to realise that this is not a reflection from the sun. This is a reflection from other heavenly bodies, and we've seen these on the NASA cams, on the opposite side, on the International Space Station, the same colourings. We have never witnessed this same colour of the sun. This is not from the sun. Well, 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 more chemtrails, more toxins, more barium, more aluminium, more other nano poisons. I mean, look at it. I mean, this is what's landing on our ground. This is what's killing the plant life, the animal life, ourselves. We're breathing this in. This is changing our DNA. I've said this before, it's right there. And other subscribers have shown these images on their photos. You can see that those clouds below are too red in colour. And I mean, these images are hugely real, and we just got to focus on preparing now for this huge event, haven't we? It's coming in now, isn't it? Every day we're seeing the differences, and again, the powers that be don't say nothing to the public. So Ron, thank you for your respect and your kind images, and I look forward to more work. So it's just that you're being persistent, that's great. So again, Jacob Slump, this guy is out every day with his camera, and he's taking images of chem planes, and he sent an email saying this plane had gone past him about 30 times, spraying the sky, spraying near the sun. I mean, as that aeroplane got lost, because there's no way that's a commercial airliner or a business trip private jet. It can't be, because why would it be going up and down past the area of the sun 30 times? I mean, why? Because it's a military jet. They're spraying those toxins in the sky to hide those objects, as humanity will eventually see them, and then the time will be too late. So it's time, as we do these channels, to get the messages out there now for people to prepare. It's very important. I will show you another image from Jacob. Again, another chem plane spraying its toxins in the sky and leaves these strange lines, and also above you can see the atmosphere where they've been spraying early hours of the morning. So again, Jacob, thank you for your respect, and I look forward to some more images. So have a great evening and a great weekend coming. Here's another image from Jacob. Just fantastic, we're seeing those reflections all the time. So again, I will do another video shortly, so take care and respect to all of you from Matt Rogers. It's so dim and you've got a red reflection just there on the horizon. So it's just keeping an eye on the sun, and this subscriber, this perfect subscriber, I mean, this is a perfect image, isn't it? And we're seeing the same skies all across the world, aren't we? Every single day. It's the same trash up there, isn't it, that the military are spraying? And again, thank you for this image. Another brilliant image from JCGR. I mean, look at it. I mean, you could see those chems and that red reflection. That red reflection is always there now. And it's so important to check that early hours of the morning, because you will see Nibiru, because that's a reflection from that heavenly body. There's two coloured skies, the red reflection and the haze. So I welcome you all, and please have a great weekend coming as well, and let's crack on and see and have a look at these images. Okay, this first image is come in by JCGR, and the subscribers noticing the darkness through the day. This was taken at 12 PM. I mean, look how dim it is, okay, with that simulator, the sun, and also the chemtrails and the hydrogen being burnt off them lower clouds. It's just far too dark. And again, thank you for sending this in, and I'll go to the next image that the subscriber sent in to me. This again is outstanding, this image. You can see those chems before sunrise. I mean, look at this, all the trash they throw in the skies. The military do this all the time, and you've got this yellow effect. Good evening, welcome back, it's Matt Rogers, and it's Friday late evening, 23rd the 6th 2017, and we've got some fantastic images, more respectable images from kind subscribers from all over the world. So we're going to show you some brilliant images and footage, because there's loads of people now that are seeing those skies across many parts of different countries, and they're seeing lots of changes on the horizon. So again, just a brilliant, outstanding image. Here's another one from the same subscriber. I mean, you can see this, can't you? Those chems, that haze, and this thick cloud, I believe to be HARP. But they're seeing the skies up there, and also we're seeing the same images all across the earth. I mean, it's so dark and dim, you can see the reflection. This blue-white object. And many subscribers are starting to think that this isn't our sun, because it has changed completely. They're cloaking these heavenly bodies all the time now, with technology that's so advanced, 50 years ahead of us. So again, a brilliant image.